Hello, my loves. I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome into this reading for the Gemini season. We move into the season of Gemini on May 20th and we'll be in Gemini energies until June 21st. So the way that I offer my readings for the Gemini season is we're going to actually be doing 3 cards for general, for everybody. And then we're going to get into the specifics based on where Gemini shows up in your chart. So I'm going to take you through how to look at your chart and how to find out where Gemini is or perhaps isn't. And that'll identify which reading or readings are relevant to you. So you may have more than one reading, which will be fun for you as well. But you definitely have at least the general one and then at least one specific one or more. So if you're new to my readings, hello and welcome. And if you are not new, hello and welcome back. I appreciate you guys for being here. Remember, you can always support me if you feel called, if this is relevant to you and you have the extra resources to send my way. I appreciate that. And I promise I'll flow them back out to people who are helping to be the change that we are all hoping to see in this world. So you can do that through a link in the description here. It's paypal.me/devotedvulnerable. No and in between. So thank you so much for that. You can also support me if you want to join my chakra meditation service. It's $14.40 a month. We clear a different energy center every week. We do the meditation every day. It's usually like 15 minutes to 20 minutes each meditation. And you can sign up at devotedandvulnerable.com/services. Link is also in the description. Also for my local loves, I will be doing a series of readings on Saturday in person in Tonawanda. You can contact me to reserve a spot ahead of time, and you can receive a $5 discount if you prepay, if that feels like a good option to you. I appreciate your support. Okay, so how do you find out where Gemini shows up in your chart? Well, first you're going to need to run your charts. If you don't know your information, you can go ahead to the link in the description here. It's astro.cafeastrology.com/natal, natal.php. Positivity has power. Okay, then you're going to enter in your birth data. If you don't know your birth time, there's a link in the description for how to dowse for your birth time so that you can actually find out your birth time, so you can get value from these readings, so you can get value from knowing the astrological energies that were at play when you first took your breath in this earthly experience. Okay, so you're going to look at the first 2 charts that are generated from Cafe Astrology's chart. You're going to look at the tropical chart. So here's a tropical chart. You're only going to be concerned with the sun through Pluto on this chart. There's a couple other things on this chart you don't need. Okay, and I'm going to read the readings in this order. So from the sun to Pluto, and then there's 2 other ones we'll talk about in a moment. So we're just looking for the word Gemini to show up. If Gemini doesn't show up in any of these, that's okay. If Gemini shows up in more than one of these, that's okay too. You're going to watch each reading that Gemini shows up for. So right here, there's the moon in Gemini. Okay, so this person's going to watch the moon in Gemini reading. That's their reading. Okay, if they had Gemini, let's say in Jupiter as well, they'd watch both of those readings. Okay, you're going to look at the Placidus chart now. And the Placidus chart, the only thing you're concerned with is the first one where it says 1ASC, which stands for ascending. That's your ascending sign. This person is Virgo. They're not Gemini ascending, so it's not relevant. So they won't be watching the ascending readings either. If this person didn't have Gemini in the tropical chart or in the ascending on the Placidus chart, they would watch for the background in Gemini, which means that Gemini wasn't influencing any of the planets when they were born, but it was still in the backdrop of the sky when they were born. So it's a backdrop energy of their life. Now, what is the energy of Gemini? Well, the energy of Gemini is imaginative, adaptable, clever, witty, and energetic. It's an air sign. It's the first air sign of the zodiac experience. So it's like that breath of fresh air. They're very chatty. They're very, they love to connect people. They're very much the archetype of the twin. right? So Geminis can kind of get this rough, bad rap of being two-faced. But really the Gemini energy is like the ability to have two things that are different but the same, like identical twins, right? They're the same, but they're different because they're individuals, right? That's the Gemini essence. To have something that's different, but at the same time the same within them. So we're going to find out where this energy shows up in your chart. Because if it was in one of the planets, it's going to rule a certain aspect or area of your chart. And we're going to get guidance based on that. And if it wasn't in any of those areas, then it's a background energy. So this is the energy that's just kind of prevalent through how you approach all of your life. Okay. Let me see. I think that is everything. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to do the general reading. So don't leave me yet because this reading is for everybody, okay? This is for everyone. And like 5 cards came out. I was like, 5 decks want to speak right now? Are you kidding me? I'm tired. I just did the, I just did the solar eclipse or lunar eclipse reading. So if you haven't watched the lunar eclipse reading, that is in Scorpio, happens on the 15th, 16th. You can go ahead and watch that. It's linked in the description here. As with all the other readings that are relevant right now, the Mercury retrograde reading, which is happening until June 3rd, and the Taurus solar eclipse reading, which is relevant until next year in the Taurus season. So go ahead and check those out if you're looking for extra guidance and support for how to navigate your life and your energies. That's the other thing I forgot to mention. You can let this card, she just wants to speak to us while I speak to you. I'm always intending that these readings be aligned with your highest good and the highest good of all. I'm also intending that they help to activate the wise instinctive knowing that exists within yourself. You have the answers within you. We all have the answers within you. But these spiritual tools and these kinds of practices help to guide us back to that knowing that we've basically been trained out of. So that's the value of doing these readings, of doing these practices, is to help get back to that wise knowing that exists within you. I'm always appealing to the energies of unconditional love that you are connected to. So for you, that might be God. For you, it might be goddesses. For you, it might just be the universe, source. It could be your higher self. It could be an ancestor. It could be a loved one who's passed. It could be the fairies. It could be mythological creatures. I don't know. But you do. You know for you. Could be just your higher self. So those are the energies that we are appealing to when we're receiving the guidance. So if whatever words the cards use, substitute whatever word you use for source or the unconditionally loving guidance that we're appealing to. Okay, so the Faery Oracle deck by Lucy Cavendish has flipped over the Gatekeeper card. And we're going to find out what the Gatekeeper wants to know, or wants us to know. And this is for everybody, all of us, as we travel through Gemini season, which is from now until, when was it? June 21st. Okay. Oh. Okay. In both ancient fairy lore and in the magical world of fairy, past, present, and future coexist and are fluid and transferable. There are unusual, to most human ways of thinking, exchanges between these dimensions of time and fairy. But they are, just as they are shape-shifting qualities to fairy space, size, and shape. They are time travelers, shapeshifters, and space travelers. The most common view of time held by science until recently was that of Isaac Newton, of time being a straight arrow shot forward from a bow. Time marches on, moving inexorably in one direction. We are born, we age, we die. Time, in this view, does not move left or right, up or down, and certainly never in circles. But time, indeed, does move in a circle. In a spherical circle. In a spherical cycle, which, when it turns, does leave behind the mark of a line. But the line itself is not time itself. Most humans do not like this truth. They prefer to feel that all is measurable, divided up into neat units, moving in one direction, and never changing within this world. It is, they say, a law. But the fairies prove this law to be a belief, nothing else. You see, you too can break this arrow of time in your life by asking the gatekeeper if you can move beyond this law, belief, and into the realm beyond. Time is not a one-way ride, and if you are prepared to live this way, then you will be more truthfully alive, magical, and experiential. This is no new law, 'tis no invention. Ancient shamans have known that ritual and ceremony time is a place where there is no past, no present, and no future. There is only now. In Buddhism, in Tao, and in Hindu practice, time is not linear, but a circle. In the medicine wheel of the Hopi, time is a circle. In the wheel of the year, she again is a circle. It is in this circle that you can find yourself able to time travel, to bend time, to move between what seemed to be over and what you can recreate in the moment now. The belief in time as a line has led us all to feel we must control outcomes and destinations. But the acceptance of a cycle creates health, youth, beauty, joy, and uncertainty, which is a blessing. The cycle of time does not merely repeat, she repeats with endless variation. And thus the fairies know and wish to teach us that if we approach this with perfect love and trust, there are infinite variations on what we call the past and the future, and the now. For the door is perception, and consciousness rules your experience of time. And the gatekeeper will know if you are prepared to live this truth, or if the wonder of it all will almost be too much for you. When we accept the truth of fairy time, people reappear in our lives so that we can recreate and reshape the past. We may journey back to a place where we have been, and our future self can visit us. Seasons may pass in the blink of a green eye, and years may pass slowly. We may grow old without aging. We may stay young at heart and live way beyond the allotted lifespan the other version of time would have us believe in. We will feel close to the echoes, see the future, and indeed remember how it is meant to be, and then create it simply by remembering. This may make life surreal and mysterious, and there may be strange and odd occurrences. You may learn great secrets and be fully in the present, but you will always, once the story has been walked through, be in the time of now, in magic time, in fairy time. Wow. This is super powerful. This is like, I'm reading this and I'm like, I don't know if everyone who watches me is down with this type of understanding. So thank you for staying with me with this. And if it's not resonating with you, thank you for releasing yourself from this. There's a great book. I believe it's Eckhart Tolle, The Power of Now. And it talks about how now really is all there is. And this is a common theme in most spiritual literature. And so this is a concept that I myself have been working on wrapping my head around for years. And it's very freeing in certain ways, and it's also very challenging in other ways. But it feels like with this Gemini season, this clever, witty energy, the fairy energy is kind of like capitalizing on it, and they are really bringing to our awareness this ability that we have to influence time, to influence the past, to influence the future, and it's through this now moment that we can do that. And there's infinite possibilities, which is very freeing for those of us who, feel stuck and feel like what has happened is never going to change, right? Or the future will never hold the great joy that we wish it does. The now has the key to healing all of that. So that's all I have to add to this. Definitely read The Power of Now if that feels called to you, if this message resonates and you want to learn more. All right. Wow, that was super intense. Thanks, fairies. All right, Super Attractor deck by Gabrielle Bernstien. This is an affirmation I'm going to recommend all of us write down this month and repeat it over and over and over again. 3 times in the morning, 3 times at night. Write it on your mirror, wherever you need to keep it. Here is all of our affirmations. We're all in this together. I heal the habit of fear, and I embrace the habit of love. Wow. Beautiful. It almost kind of looks like they're fairies, right? I know that they're not, but these kind of look like wings. I mean, maybe they are. Excuse me. I heal the habit of fear. I embrace the habit of love. I heal the habit of fear. I embrace the habit of love. Yeah, so check in with your thoughts. Does your mind generally go to thought-based realities or fear-based realities, or does it go to love-based realities? Is your mind always in your head, or does it go into your heart? How often do you spend in your heart? That's the habit, right? The habit is like, are we up here or are we centered in our heart? And we're being invited by this Gemini energy to move through fear and embrace the habit of love instead. I love it. There's not much more I have to add to that card. And this is another super intense deck that I'm like, I can't believe I'm doing this for a public reading. I never pull this deck out for a public reading. Here's our card though. So this is the Isis Oracle by Alana Fairchild. Super intense. Hoping it focuses. Sorry if you guys can't see that. Okay. Portal of light. She glides on wings through time and space. Ah! Like here again. Okay. So let's dive into this baby. This is, well, we'll find out together. It is only this physical reality that is bound by time and space. You are a being conscious on levels beyond the physical world. You are guided to work with your healing powers beyond the confines of time and space and to allow your sense of self to expand. It is safe for you to do this now. You will not become ungrounded through such spiritual growth. You are not leaving your earthly awareness. Instead, you are adding to it. You are growing in power and awareness. You have had breakthrough insights where you realize that you are not who you thought you were. You are, in fact, a much vaster being. Sometimes this was shocking and uncomfortable and difficult to accept. At other times, it was gentle and made much sense to you. You are learning to integrate this awareness into your vast self, into your life. The practical consequences of doing so are extraordinary. To live with less and less fear and insecurity, to become more detached and more passionate, more loving and less demanding, and to need less and to receive more. To feel more joy and to exert less force to attain it. Such wonderful gifts await you. You are also capable of exerting healing influence beyond time and space, which means being able to help free yourself and others if you choose to share your healing gifts. You can learn to create freedom from trauma, attachment, history, and any other situation that may drain life force and distract from divine love, no matter whether this is occurring in this or any other lifetime. Isis guides you to powers and abilities that heal that are beyond time and space. It starts with the realization that what has happened in the past has power over you only to the extent that you allow it. The portal of light is being opened to you now to travel through time and space to release the past, to open up to a future bright, and to call for more power in the present moment. Once you have done this for yourself, if you are guided into the healing path, then you can share this with others. Be guided by the loving blessing of Isis to assist you in this sacred interdimensional travel now for healing and understanding, for more growth and peace. The Oracle of the Portal of Light also brings special guidance that a phase of time or experience is over and a new cycle at a higher vibrational turn of the spiral is beginning. So prepare to ascend. Expect things to become lighter, freer, and faster moving in your life, even perhaps while you appear to be more surrendered and at peace with yourself. It's interesting because a lot of the things that they were listing, this and this, was very Gemini in nature, right? They seems to be opposite, but they seem to be opposite, but they're at the same time the same. Very, very interesting. So there is a little bit of an incantation here, if that feels good and right to you to say. In this light, beyond time and space, I enter the portal of divine light and grace. I am free of shackles from this life or another. I surrender old fear to the Divine Mother. I choose now to be free of the past. In the present light of spirit I now bask. In the portal of light beyond all time, love and light frees me into peace sublime. Y'all, I'm sorry for any of you that weren't prepared for this kind of guidance. If you just want to skip ahead to your personal reading, go ahead. Wow, I mean, it's like the Gatekeeper and Isis are both, bam, laying down the same exact message. Holy moly, and right in between there is this shift from fear to love, which Isis was talking about as well. Wow, so incredible. I don't know that I have more to add to that. Please feel free to reach out if this concept is difficult for you. Yeah. It's time, babies. It's time to realize the vastness of who we are. It's time to realize that we are more than just our past, that we are more than just our bodies, that we are more than just this moment, that we are expansive beings with power and the ability to change our surroundings with our thought, with our intentions, with the support of unconditionally loving beings around us that we are intimately connected to and never separate from. It's time. This is a big season. Gemini season is going to bring some huge collective shifts. I feel like this is a collective message for all of us, is way intense. Way intense here. Yeah. Okay. So now we're going to get into the personal readings. So I'm going to draw the cards. You can chill out with me while I draw the cards. I'm going to place these. I don't have anywhere on the camera that they're going to show, but I will be able to see them. Thank you. Okay. Okay. And again, skip forward to the relevant reading to you if you want. I'm just going to draw the cards here. I just want you guys to see that I'm not doing anything fishy. Okay. We're going to draw all the angel therapy cards first, and then we'll go into the modern mystic tarot. Okay, so show me Sun in Geminis. Happy birthday, Sun in Geminis. I'll say it again when we get to you. Oh, wow. Moon in Geminis. You're intense. That's me. I'm a moon in Gemini. Okay. That was Mercury. This is Venus. Mars. Okay, Mars and Saturn. No, and Jupiter wanted to be together. This is Saturn. Okay, let's do... we're looking for Uranus, Neptune. Now we're looking for Pluto. Looking for ascending Geminis. Oh, ascending Geminis and background Geminis. There we go. Let's get your clarifier card. Sun in Geminis. Where's clarifying? Sun in Geminis, Moon in Geminis, Mercury in Geminis, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. Okay, that's just too much happening all at once. Let's see, ascendings. Show me ascendings clearly. Thank you. Ascendings and background. Okay. We're going to start with Sun in Geminis. Maybe. Hello, Sun in Geminis. Welcome into this individual part of your reading. We're going to get a general card for you and then clarify it. So first, happy birthday. Thank you so much for your energy as well. I love the sun signs of all of the zodiac. I love everything that you bring. Gemini is such a powerful vibration. You guys are such the breath of fresh air energies that really help to bring the imagination and the adaptability and the witty, clever and energetic energy into this zodiac story. So thank you so much for all that you bring, and thank you so much for being here and for shining your light. The sun sign is where you shine. So when you're embodying these qualities that are associated with the Gemini archetype, that is when you shine. You actually shine by being able to hold two seemingly opposite things at the same time to be true. Okay, this is like one of the major gifts that you have. You're also very much a mirror for the rest of us, which everyone is, but you guys are kind of the archetype of that. You show up for people to be able to mirror themselves and to see maybe perhaps in them what they don't like so much. So thank you so much for that gift as well. You guys are very valuable in the zodiac astrological story. And again, this is just where you shine. There's so many other things going on in your chart that influence how you express yourself. So definitely look for more Gemini things in your chart. Typically the sun sign can have a few more than just the one sun. So just check and see if there's any other Gemini influences in any of the other planets. But let's find out what the Angel Therapy deck wants to say to you. Okay. Clear yourself. Clear yourself, Geminis. Wow. Ask the angels, or whatever beings you go to for support, to release any toxic energies that you may have absorbed. Okay, so Geminis, this month, focus on clearing yourself. Create a routine, do something in the morning, do something at night, grab some sage, grab some Palo Santo, sustainably sourced if possible. Just knocked a bunch of things over. Okay, that just means pause and breathe. Clear yourself. Circle of light around your body. Okay, whatever color, doesn't matter, but visualize a circle of light around your body, really helping to purify your energy. Put your feet, your bare feet, on the earth every day. That will ground the energies. And I'm seeing like this little, almost like a moon behind her. So definitely around the full moon, which will be in Sagittarius. Oh, I did the other reading wrong. Oh. Sorry, I just realized I made a mistake in the Scorpio one. Oh, that's alright. Hopefully people will understand. Bollocks. I said that Scorpio was between Sagittarius and Capricorn, and it's not. It's between Libra and Sag. Balls. Excuse my language. Okay. Mercury retrograde! Ah! Yeah. Clear yourself. Like I am having to clear myself. Okay? Let's find out what the clarifier is. Okay. Knight of Fire. So the Knight of Fire is searching for motivation. Impatient, adventurous, daring, needing to think things through carefully. Okay, so you're needing to clear yourself because there's some energies that are causing you to be impatient. You really want to move forward, and especially while Mercury's retrograding, forward energy is like a little, and we're going to be moving. Mercury retrograde moves into Taurus 2 days after the sun moves into Gemini, but it's in Gemini right now. It's currently in Gemini as I record this. So it'll be in Gemini for 2 days, and then it'll go into Taurus. But the energy here is still, it's drawing you backwards, okay? You need to think things through carefully before you act, and you need to clear yourself before you act. Do not go into any conversation with any charge except love, okay? Definitely make sure that you are watching for that. Watch for your impatience. There's no sense in pushing forward right now if you're not clear. Remember, our point of power that these cards are talking to us about is to be in the now. And so in the now, if you're not clear, that's what you're moving forward with. That's kind of what you're investing in the future energy with, and what you're imbuing the past with. So clear yourself to return to love before you move forward. Even though you like have this, you want to run into it energy, don't run in right away, okay? The sun is shining on you. You're going to feel this like you're the center of the stage right now, right? You are the center of the astrological story right now. The light spotlight is on you, and you're going to kind of want to, it feels like, do more than is going to be aligned for you. It's actually just clear. You're an air sign. Breathe. That's actually what I'm hearing for you. This is why it's been taking me so long to get to the message here, and why I've been so distracted, because you're really clearing yourself with your breath. On the exhale, release, let go of the past, of the future. Use your breath to come to now. Your breath is your best friend as the light is shining on you this month, okay? And it's okay to be adventurous. It's okay to be daring and want to move forward. Just be careful of the shadow aspects of this card, the impatience and the needing to think things through clearly. Okay. Happy birthday again, my loves. Namaste. Hello, Moon in Geminis. I'm a Moon in Gemini. We are twinsies. So I'm here with you on this journey. These readings are also for me. I include myself in my readings with you guys so that I can experience them with you. So let's see what's going on. Oh, how does Moon in Gemini how is it relevant to your life? Well, the moon represents our emotions. And so emotionally, we are very Gemini in our nature when we are expressing and emoting. So our emotions are very imaginative. They're very adaptable. We're very clever emotionally. We're very witty emotionally. We're very energetic emotionally. We got this twin vibe. So for me, what I've noticed about being a Gemini moon is that I'll have one emotion that I show, and then there's this other emotion that is equally valid, sometimes contradictory, in the background that I don't show. And I've been learning kind of to like let both sides of my emotions show. It's like you have two sides of everything that you feel. And there's depth to that. There's beauty to that. There's value to that. But without understanding that, it can get a little overwhelming, and people can pick up on that as like a fake energy because you're one way, this way emotionally in one moment, and you're a different emotion in the next moment. And that can look, it's hard to understand that for people who don't have this kind of vibration in their emotional realm. Yeah. Let's see what the angel therapy wanted to say. We got the integrity card. This card is always like calling us out. Align your actions so that they match your values and inner knowing of what is right for you. I got this reading in a reading that my spiritual mentor did. I got this card. So this is like, bing, double message. Especially with our emotions, we want to align with our emotions. We want to align our actions with our emotions. And we want to make sure that our emotions are aligned with our inner knowingness. Because we have the ability to have two different emotions running at the same time, one of them may align with our knowingness and one of them may align with our fear. Okay, especially this, I heal the habit of fear and I embrace the habit of love. We're being asked to check into that with our emotions moment to moment, continuously this month, this solar month, right? When I say month, I always mean solar month when I do these solar readings, when I do these season readings. I change the name, I change the format all the time, just finding what works best and perfecting that and keeping things adaptable for myself. But yeah, we're using our emotions to make sure that we're matching our values and our knowingness of what's right for us and aligning our actions to that. I just love the energy of this card. Let's see what the clarifier is. Here we go. Whee! Dream big, take risks, leap into the unknown, a childlike wonder. Yeah. Oh, I was liking to do this. There we go. There. This is big. Big, big, big. Yeah. Just before you leap, check and make sure that it aligns with your values and your knowingness. But you're going to be leaping into the unknown. It feels kind of like these general cards that came through, these healing through time cards, really are powerful here. And we might be leaping into the unknown in this area. Definitely emotionally, we're leaping into the unknown. So there's some sort of emotional unknown leap. And we just need to make sure that we're leaping towards the direction of our inner knowingness and our values, even if we don't quite know, right? Because it's like, use your knowingness to go into the unknown. Yeah. Again, it's that Gemini 2 things, right? It's like the knowingness of the unknown. We're going to be leaping into that, especially in the emotional realm. Awesome. Love you guys. I'm here on this journey with you. Feel free to reach out for how it plays out in your life. And know that I'm right there with you. Namaste. Mercury in Geminis. Hello. So Gemini's and Mercury in your chart. And Mercury was retrograde in Gemini right before this reading is valid. And then it moves into Taurus 2 days into the sun in Gemini season. But so the sun is in Gemini, so the highlight, the like spotlight of the universe, right, which is the sun, is shining on Gemini. So we're shining on where it is in our chart, which is for you, your communication aspects. So imagination, adaptability, clever, witty, energetic communication is your gift, is how you communicate, is what you like to communicate about. And we're going to find out what the Angel Therapy deck wants you to work on. Wow. Past life issue. Hopefully this focuses. The situation has a basis in one of your previous lifetimes. Ask the angels to help you remember, release, learn, and heal from your past experiences. This is a big card, especially when we consider the 2 huge general cards that came up about time and about healing the past through time. So this is a time to heal your past. It could be communication related. It could just be that you are receiving communications about this past. Yeah, I'm not... Okay, I do know what to say. I know everyone here has different beliefs and different understandings of the universe, and that's beautiful. And so if you don't believe in angels, that's okay. What do you believe in? What do you call it? Spirit? Do you call it your higher self? Do you call it God? What is this way that you interact with the unconditionally loving force of the universe and that pulses within your heart? And can you appeal to that and ask for support in releasing whatever's from the past that is holding you back, is no longer serving you. It's time to communicate to yourself, to others, to receive communication about, so that you can heal it. And receiving communication looks different for everybody. It could be for you seeing synchronicities, meaning seeing like patterns in things. It could mean hearing guidance in your heart. It could mean hearing it in your mind. It could mean having like visual memories. It could be dreams. You could be dreaming in your past life. So the way that this clearing and this understanding is coming to you is very unique to you, and it's perfect. So you don't try not to get caught up in like, how is it going to come? Just set the intention that you are receiving this healing from this past life issue this month, and you're going to be guided through it by whoever you go to for guidance. Yes? Let's get the clarifier. Balance. Moderation, self-control, compromise, and seeking harmony. So you're seeking balance and harmony in this past life issue. You're seeking self-control, where perhaps maybe you weren't able to control your communication as well, right? Because this is the communication part of your chart. And you're learning moderation. Whatever this past issue was, it taught you moderation. It taught you self-control. It taught you compromise. It taught you harmony. And applying that now is kind of what those general cards are talking about, how we can like change now. We can change the past in the now. So as we learn something now and do something different now, then the past will also change. Yes? Yes. Let me know if you have any questions on that, Mercury and Gemini. And go ahead and watch the Mercury retrograde reading if you haven't done that yet. That's going to give you extra advice. And the Scorpio eclipse and the Taurus eclipse too. There's more advice for you, free advice if you're looking for it, okay? As always, namaste. The universal light within me salutes and honors the universal light within you. Namaste. Hello, Venus and Geminis. So Venus is the planet that rules love and money. So because it's in Gemini in your chart, you're going to have the Gemini aspects when it comes to how you approach love and money. You're going to be imaginative, adaptable, clever, witty, and energetic in these realms. It's great. The sun is highlighting this area of the astrology, the zodiac, right now. So this is also highlighting this area of your life. Your love and money is highlighted right now. And here's the advice that the Angel Therapy deck has for love and money for you. Here's Archangel Raphael. The healing angel is with you, supporting your healing work. Wow. So it feels like there's some healing going on for you in the love world and in the money world. We need to heal our relationship with money, individually and collectively. Our relationship with money is being changed. And actually, the full moon in Scorpio reading had a big general advice for money for all of us, shifting from scarcity mindset to abundance mindset. Brilliant. So you are being helped by the angel Raphael. So if you're like, Paige, I don't know if I believe in angels and I don't know what working with angels means and it's all new to me, there's nothing wrong with that. Welcome in. To call on an angel, all you have to do is simply ask for their help. Call them by name, be polite, be grateful for their support and help. Raphael has a very green energy. He's in a green robe here. There's healing energy, Reiki energy from his hands. And this energy is around you. You can tap into it anytime. You can close your eyes and just feel emerald light all around you, in your heart especially. You might want to do heart chakra work, but your heart chakra is being worked on. And green is the color of money as well. So love and money, very closely related. And this is just beautiful energy here. I'm tapping in to see if there's anything else you really need from me for this. So once you ask for support, then you just allow yourself to receive. It's not likely that you're going to see a light being show up right in front of you and have like a one-on-one conversation with Raphael. It could happen, but it's unlikely. It's more likely to happen through gentle sensations or synchronicities, or you might actually just like be receiving a free session from somebody, or run into somebody that you just know you're meant to work with because the synchronicities led you there. There's lots of ways that this can play out. So once you ask the angels for help, it's not always like super obvious. Like one time I remember just like, I'm like, I don't know, angels, like, I just need you to be here. I just need to know you're here and supporting me, and blah. And I just like collapsed onto the floor. Like so dramatic because I'm a Sag sun. And I fell on the floor like really hard and like really dramatically, but I fell on top of a whole roll of toilet paper. And like the toilet paper was like perfectly like shaped my body that I would like, as soon as I'm like, ow, like I fell hard and I expected to be in pain, but I wasn't because I had laid on this toilet paper like so gently and perfectly, and it was like molded to my body. So this is just a silly example of how the angels answered my prayer with toilet paper that had been there for days, right? And it was immediate, you know, like right after I'd asked. So these are the kinds of things to look for when you're asking for angels to come into your life. And it might not be Raphael from you. It might be if you have a patron saint of healing that you talk to and speak to, or a goddess of healing. It's just the healing archetype within the realm of the unconditionally loving beings that are all around us. So whatever that means to you, you can appeal to that energy. All right, here's your clarifier. 6 of water. Nostalgia and childhood memories, the need to heal the past, inner child healing. So this is what Raphael's helping you with. This past from your childhood is affecting your love and is affecting your money. And it's time to let it go. It's time to heal it. It's time to move on and transform. And, you know, the general reading was really powerful and deep and talked about using the present moment to heal the past. And know that this is possible, okay? Even if this is something that you've carried with you your entire life and you've tried everything to release it, it's releasing now, okay? Archangel Raphael is here with you. You have the support. You're clearing a layer of it. There's always layers, loves. So be gentle with yourself as you clear this layer. One of the things that I always say with this card is, it just always speaks to me. It's like, mom's playing with this kid, right? And this kid's over here like, mom loves him more than me, right? Just like sitting over here sad, wishing mom would play with him. That's probably just my projection onto the card, but I always share it too because it's something that speaks loud to me about this card. And if that resonates with you, it's also a message for you. There's your advice, Gemini, Venuses, Mercury retrograde. It's actually being really kind to me for these readings, so thank you so much, Mercury retrograde. As always, namaste. The universal light within me salutes and honors the universal light within you. Namaste. Hello, Mars in Geminis. So, Gemini was in Mars when you were born. Mars rules how you act and how you respond in life. So how you act and respond in life is very Gemini in nature. It's got the twin archetype. It's got the dual energy. It's also imaginative, adaptable, clever, witty, and energetic. So you're probably somebody who reacts very adaptable. You're somebody who just something happens, you're like, okay, switch, 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 switch. You're somebody who is very energetic in their actions. Like you probably have a lot of chutzpah when it comes to getting stuff done. And you're probably very imaginative when it comes to how you take action. These are just some of the ways that this could play out for you. Have fun exploring how it plays out for you. One of the things I like to tell the non-sun signs to do is to find the Gemini sun signs, which means anyone born between May 20th and June 21st. And allow yourself to study them, to learn how they express the Gemini energy, because when they shine, they're truly expressing their Gemini loves and their Gemini vibrations. So you can learn from that Gemini archetype by watching the Gemini suns, where the spotlight's on them. They're like center of the stage right now, right? So you can watch them and learn from them how you can better improve your action and reaction by embodying the same vibration. Hope that makes sense. Okay. Let's see what the angel therapy has to say for you. Yes, I love it. Visualize success. See yourself doing well in the situation and have faith in a positive outcome. Yes, have faith in your actions, having positive results. Yes, yes, yes. Visualization is huge. Think of it like rehearsing for a role, okay? So if you've never been rich, but you've been cast as somebody who is rich, you're going to feel in your body what a rich person would feel like. You're going to think what they would think like. You're going to like take on the stance and the physicality of somebody who has money, whatever that means to you. I don't know. I'm kind of like this about it, but apparently that's me. Clearly, I've never had that much money. So you're going to rehearse the role of whatever success it is that you are looking to achieve. Imagine it is actually a role that you've been cast in. You're casting yourself in the role because it's something that you want to achieve. But you're going to like take action through feeling like it's already happened in your body and you already are that character who has experienced the success that you're visualizing, and know that a positive outcome will result from your embodiment of it. Let's see what the clarifier is. Mars and Gemini. This is what's blocking you from success. Eight of Air. Illusions of being trapped, self-sabotage, feeling powerless, or victimized. Okay, so this girl is grabbing onto these bars and she's feeling stuck. She's feeling trapped. There's no way out except if she would let go of the bars and let go of trying to be on the other side of the bars and turn around and see that it's open behind her. She could go in that direction, which is actually where success is. Success isn't forward for her right now. It's behind her. So you have to turn around your thinking, change from being powerless to being powerful as you visualize your success, and you go a different direction. Start with a visualization, okay? Start with the feeling in your body, what it would feel like, and then just take the next logical steps, one step after another. And if you feel that you're reacting to things in this energy, recognize that you got yourself stuck again. And you've probably visualized yourself into the stuckness. You probably practiced this thought over and over again. And it's just time for you to turn around and try something different and practice a different thought, practice a different vibration. We had those big messages at the beginning about time, working with the fairies and Isis to transform our relationship with time, and to, like, that's a huge thing to illusion, right? That we're walking away from collectively, like huge, big. I'm shocked that these cards came out like this with this advice, but rolling with it. That's what it said to do. So here we are. And I have to trust it. But I'm being guided to share with you that that's also something that is causing you to feel trapped. You feel trapped by the past, and your power is now. It's not back there. It's right here, right now. It's not in the future. It's not in the future of your success either. Your power is in visualizing success, but the power isn't in the success. The power is in visualizing it and knowing that because you've practiced it, you've rehearsed it, you've visualized it, it will come into being. That's where your faith comes from. And that's where the power comes from. That's where the true power comes from. In the present moment. Which is where you're just visualizing before it actually appears. And then when it appears, you just give thanks. Until you visualize the next thing that you want. Okay, Mars and Gemini? Have a wonderful solar month. Oh, and as always, namaste. The universal light within me salutes and honors the universal light within you. Namaste. I'm doing like little mini goodbyes because I realized no one watches the end of the video. So why am I waiting till the end of the video to say goodbye? Okay, goodbye, Mars and Gemini. Unless I see you in another sign. All right. We are on Jupiter and Gemini. Hello, Jupiter and Gemini. Welcome in. So if Jupiter is in Gemini in your chart, which I hope it is if you're watching this, this is ruling the energy of your hopes and dreams. So essentially, the big spotlight of the solar system, which is our sun, is shining right now on the Gemini energy, which in your chart is in the vibration of your hopes and your dreams. And so you're being highlighted in this area of your life. Your hopes and your dreams are always imaginative, adaptable, clever, witty, and energetic. They have this Gemini twin quality. And this theory of your life being focused on, let's see what the Angel Therapy deck wants to guide you as when it comes to this vibration. Aw. Yes, yes. We got the sweet little angel being. Listen to your intuitive feelings. You are receiving your body is receiving accurate messages from the divine. So when we talk about listening to your intuition, a lot of people don't understand that intuition is not just like a quiet voice. It's also a sensation in your body. When the body feels good, that's an intuition that this thing is good for you. When the body feels dense, tight, restricted, that's an intuitive feeling. You're receiving these accurate messages from the divine, and it's something that I've shared recently. You can go ahead to my YouTube channel and look it up if you haven't already. It's the part about, oh my gosh, what's it called? Listening to your inner guidance. I think that's what it's called. Inner guidance, listening, something about inner guidance. But I talk about this concept that Abraham Hicks shares about how your inner guidance system is very, very clear and available to you in every moment. When you don't feel good, it's because you have a thought that's not agreeing with what your inner being, the love that exists inside of you, knows to be true. It's not because your inner being is punishing you or anything. It's just like you've walked so far away from your truth that it's painful to you. So you know that you've walked that far because it hurts your body. It doesn't feel good. So what I've been doing is anytime I don't feel good, I just stop and I'm like, okay, inner being, higher self, God, goddess, angels, what do you know that I don't know about this thing that I'm thinking about? And the answer will always come. I just ask the question and then I just kind of feel into it. And the answer comes. You might hear it. You might have visuals. You might sense it in a little bit of a different way, but it's there for you. And this guidance is available in every moment based on how you feel. It's really a very simple system. Let's see the clarifier. Interesting. The Page of Air. Gemini is an air sign. And I do readings. These are general readings. They're for everybody, Mariah. And this is for the solar season of Gemini, which starts on the 20th. If you watch the replay, you can figure out how to watch this, or in the description it tells you which one to watch. You're going to find out where Gemini shows up in your chart, and you're going to watch the relevant reading for that. Yes. I forgot that I streamed to YouTube unlisted so that I could release this later, but on Facebook you guys are watching this already. Oops. Anyway, thanks Mariah for showing me my little bit of oops there. Okay, back to Jupiter and Gemini. Sorry, I didn't mean to get distracted from you. Maybe you needed to take a glass of water or a drink or something, or needed a break. I don't know. Page of Air. Okay, she wants to be like on top of this. Learning communication and clarity. Honesty, gaining wisdom through having a conversation. I really feel like this is that conversation, though, with your inner being. As you have these guidances of like, wow, I don't feel good in my body, so I must be thinking something that is not in agreement with what the larger part of me knows, the loving part of me knows. What does that loving part want to tell me right now? And then listen to it. Have that honest conversation. That guidance is always available within you, and this is the month that you strengthen it. Even though this is your hopes and dreams, I feel like you're being guided by this inner guidance system towards your hopes and dreams. That's actually another thing that Abraham Hicks talks about, is that this non-physical part of you, this unconditionally loving inner being that you have, already has everything you want, already has all the hopes, already has all the dreams, already knows all the synchronicities that need to happen to get you there. And it's guiding you via how you feel about what you're thinking. If you're not feeling good, it's because you have a thought that's in opposition to your hopes and dreams, to achieving your hopes and dreams. And listening to this guidance will help you redirect and walk closer towards your dreams and your hopes. That's what I'm getting. And as always, namaste, unless I see you in another planet, meaning another reading or another planet, who knows. As always, namaste. Mariah, I probably should have also mentioned I do personal readings. If you want to sign up for one at devotedandvulnerable.com/services, they're pre-recorded. And you can ask me a question if you want to have a question with it, or you can just let the cards speak. But they're a half an hour long, and they're recorded so you can review them and take notes as needed. Yes. Saturn in Geminis, how are you guys doing? Welcome to the highlight on discipline. So this month you're going to be focusing on discipline, and discipline does not mean punishment. It means routine. So in structure, okay? So in your routine and structure, you have the Gemini influence. So you're very clever, witty, imaginative, adaptable, energetic when it comes to the discipline and the routines that you set for yourself. Let's see what the angels want to say about this area of your life. Interesting. Indigo. Says the person you are inquiring about, which is you, is an indigo, meaning a highly sensitive, natural-born leader. So it feels like when it comes to your discipline, recognizing your sensitivities and honoring your sensitivities in how you experience routine is very important to you. You're adaptable, so your routines might not be as structured as some of the other signs would be. And it may be that your sensitivities are constantly inviting you to shift your discipline and your focus. And just know that you are this indigo energy, meaning this meant to not follow authority, not follow the norm. You're meant to change the way that things are done here. You are a leader in that aspect, and in order to embody that leadership, you need to be able to lead yourself. Discipline is all about self-leading. And so that's your focus this month, leading yourself around your sensitivities, especially because of this card. And here is your clarifier, the moon. So intuition, trusting the unseen, and secrets is this moon energy. And this is also going to help you with discipline. So I would say actually that you may want to start to organize your life around the moon phases with this card in this position, definitely, especially if you're indigo sensitive. So new moons are always good times to set intentions, new things. Full moons are always times to celebrate and to create. So like the full moon is like the peak of creation, and then the new moon is kind of like the going within. It's kind of like the planning phases, but it's not the doing phase, right? The full moon is like the doing phase. So if you're familiar with the feminine cycle, it would be the new moon is the flow, the bleed, and the full moon would be the ovulation. So like in the ovulation, there's lots of energy, there's lots of things to do, and in the new moon, there's lots of going within. So honoring these cycles, honoring your own flow, honoring your own moon, if that's something that you experience. And if not, just honoring the cycles of the moon for getting stuff done, for your own leading of yourself. And trusting the unseen and in the secrets and the veil, the things beyond the veil, is part of your sensitivity as an indigo. You're kind of tapped into that realm, and in order to lead yourself, you're going to want to lead yourself in applying these knowings that you have in how you organize your life. So that means like if you know that you're more creative in the morning, then set time aside in your morning to write every day, or write when the moon is full, right? Or the moon is waxing, or whatever it is that you want to set, whatever feels good to you. Let me know if you have more questions on this, my beautiful Saturn in Geminis, but I feel this is complete for what I'm here to offer you for you. And as always, namaste. Okay. Neptune in Gemini, how y'all doing? So if Neptune was in Gemini in your birth chart, this is the area of your life that rules your connection to source. So you have the Gemini energy when it comes to connecting with source, this twin energy. You're imaginative, adaptable, clever, witty, and energetic. And because the sun is in Gemini, it's like the spotlight of the solar system is highlighting this energy. So it's highlighting this area of your chart. So this month for you is all about your connection to source. And any of the other, if you have any of the other planetary alignments. Here is your message from source. Yeah. Okay. Very clear message. It is time to let go of behaviors that are blocking you from your heart's desire. Archangel Raphael is here to help you with this healing. Ask Archangel Raphael to help you with this healing. Okay, I can read, I promise. Your addictions are keeping you from connecting to source. That's what it is. Okay? So whatever it is, if you don't know what it is, do some soul searching. Open up to the possibility that there's something. Maybe you don't know it. Addictions can be so sneaky. Like there's addiction to sex. There's addiction to video games. There's addiction to drama. There's addiction to self-loathing. There's addictions to sugar. You know, all those other substances. Marijuana, alcohol, other drugs. Whatever. But it's stopping you from connecting to source, which is your heart's desire. So stop that. Addictions are always arising because of something that we're trying to avoid. So it might actually be that you're trying to avoid connecting to source. Maybe your connection with source, you have this relationship with source where something happened and you stopped trusting source. You stop trusting the universe. You don't believe in it as much anymore. And it's so painful to you that you're going to this addiction to kind of mask this pain. No more masking. Face it. Connect to source again so you can remember that it's there. It's beautiful. It's healing. It's supportive. It's loving. It's nurturing. It has always been there, will always be there. It's inside of you. It's available to you whenever you can open your energies up to it. But these addictions and these running away will keep you from being able to connect to it. Let's see what the clarifier is here. Yes, you have the strength. You can do this. And if you haven't worked with angels before and you're interested, all you have to do is ask and they will come. There's a great movie that my mentor who created this Modern Mystic Tarot deck, Crystal Doty, she's in. It's actually created by another Crystal who's Crystal Dawn Doty, not related to her. But anyway, she's in there. And it's called The Illumined Ones. And it's about how to work with angels. So you might want to tap into that because that's about how to work with source as well. But you are strong. You have the ability. All you have to do is ask. And they will come. And if you don't feel called to do that, just work with your addictions in a more practical way. Read a book about it, join a group to support it, get help, anything that you feel called to in the more physical realm. Okay, but there's a deep inner strength within you. You have courage, trust your power, allow yourself to be vulnerable, allow yourself to admit that you're struggling with this, and move forward. This is a lion of which she was afraid of, and now she's kissing a lion and her hand's on his paw. How cute. You can have this kiss and make up with your connection to source as well. And it's going to take a little bit of courage and vulnerability, but you got this. Trust in yourself. Okay? This is the time the light is shining on this part of your life, and you can utilize this energy to really amplify this. Yeah? All right, my beautiful Neptune in Geminis. I have so much love for you, and I'm supporting you, okay? Let me know if you need help. And as always, namaste. All right, Uranus in Geminis. Hello, welcome. Uranus in Gemini in your chart represents how you serve, okay? Well, Uranus represents how you serve, And in Gemini means that you serve through the qualities of Gemini, which is imaginative, adaptable, clever, witty, and energetic. So this is really like what you have to offer the community, the world, in the world of service. So your ideas, your imagination is very important to the collective. Your ability to adapt, very important to the collective. Your cleverness, your wit, very important. And your energy itself is very important. So if we think of the sun as like the big spotlight in the universe, well, in our solar system, it's highlighting Gemini right now. So because Gemini was in Uranus when you were born, it's highlighting how you serve right now. Let's find out what the angel therapy advice is for how you serve. Ooh. The answer to your question involves a spiritually based romantic relationship. Ooh la la. So you're actually going to be serving with another person, it feels. That there is some way that you're serving that's through this spiritually based romantic relationship. You know, all relationships that aren't spiritually based, if there's not a foundation in that, I won't say it like that. You're serving through focusing on a spiritually based romantic relationship, in which you may need to be adaptable, clever, witty, energetic, etc. But yeah, and it could just be with yourself, okay? Or maybe you're experiencing this person coming in, maybe through your service work, how you serve the community this month, you're going to meet this twin flame. They're going to have the same spiritually based goals and aspirations and heart that you do, and you're going to unite through that. Or if you're already with somebody, be open to developing and deepening your joined spiritual endeavors. Let's see. Yes, look at you. Oh my gosh. Ace of Water. New love, enhanced intuition, new home. Yeah. So this person's coming. There's no doubt now. I mean, congrats. I'm excited for you. Yeah. I mean, it is just this new love. This is this enhanced intuition, new home. This is what's in your field this month. And it's to serve. It's not just for you. It's for the community. We all need it. Your relationship's gonna be such a beacon for others and a learning example for others. And it's really powerful, and I'm really excited for you. Awesome. That's all I got. I mean, you guys are like, that's pretty clear. All right, Uranus and Gemini, namaste. Enjoy your month. Enjoy your love. Pluto and Gemini. Hello. Welcome in. So Pluto in our chart always represents our inner child. And because it's in Gemini for you, you're going to have the Gemini qualities with your inner child: adaptable, imaginative, clever, witty, and energetic. So as the big spotlight of our solar system shines on Gemini, it's shining where Gemini is on your chart, which is in Pluto, which is this inner child energy. Let's see what the angel therapy wants to say about your inner child. Oh, that's hard. There you are. You have a strong bond with the fairies, and your life's purpose involves helping Mother Nature. Your inner child is inside like, yes! It's interesting too because the colors on this card are very reminiscent of the colors of the planet Pluto itself in this picture. I love it. So if you don't know about fairies, go research about fairies, okay? Buy a fairy door, get into it, okay? Your inner child this month wants to shine and wants to work with the fairies. So go ahead and research how to do that. Fairies are more active in the in-between phases. So like at dusk and dawn, they like to receive little trinkets and like milk or honey or gemstones or like little gifts and little offerings in exchange for their wisdom and their value. And they love to be in places that are natural and have never been touched by man or modified by man. So that's the place where you can find them the most, in the wild. But you can look up more about fairies and dive deeper into it. I recommend that highly for this month. Let's see what the clarifier card is. Lovers. Falling in love with life, commitment, friendship, romance, good health. I feel like this is a relationship with your inner child. I feel like this is like you and your inner child, like holding the basket together, going to search for fairies with your like basket of gifts. That's what I feel. And it's so lovely and so light and fun and playful and joyful. And I think I've delivered the message here. That's all I got for you. Yeah. That's it. So sorry if you're resisting fairy energy. Your inner child is not and really wants you to join in the game and the fun. So do it. See where it leads you. Okay. Oh, bye Pluto and Gemini. Sorry. Forgot to say goodbye. Okay. Hi, Ascending Geminis. So the ascending element of our chart is what was on the horizon when we were born, the sign that was on the horizon. I like to call it our earth sign, which is why I have the earth in the background here, because if you think about it, it is kind of like your earth sign, right? It's from the earth. That was on the horizon, so that's where earth was when you were born, kind of. It always represents what you're learning in life. So you're learning the elements of Gemini, the gifts of Gemini, the shadow and joys of Gemini. Imaginative, adaptable, clever, witty, energetic, the twin archetype. You're learning about how to have like one thought and another thought that seem to contradict but are also the same. Let's find out what the Angel Therapy deck wants to say about what you're learning this month. Aha. Crystals. You're learning about crystals this month. The energy of crystals supports you and helps you with your present situation. So you're going to be learning about crystals. Go to a gemstone store, pick some up, get a gemstone book. Crystal Bible is the one that I use. It's so good. It covers most of them. You don't need there's more than one. Just the first one is sufficient for most of the crystals you'll have and encounter. But learn about crystals. Spirit Science is a YouTube channel that has a great crystal description, explanation, story. But crystals essentially are vibrations that are set in stone. And so they have a resonant frequency that emits from them because it's set in stone. And so they act like essentially tuning forks for the energy and vibration in our lives. So different colors have different vibrations and they can help align the chakras. They can help protect you from outside energies and influences. They have special care that you want to offer them. You want to wash them when you first get them, as long as they're washable. If they're striated or straight, you can't wash those ones, like kyanite and selenite specifically. You also don't want to wash clusters because they could break apart. But all the other ones you do. You want to keep some of them out of the sun. But the Crystal Bible will kind of let you know which one of those they are and help you really work with those in a deeper way. But you're being guided to work with crystals this month because you're learning about crystals and you're learning there's something about the crystals that are helping you embody this Gemini vibe. This is so funky. Oh my God, y'all. So I just did a full moon in Scorpio eclipse reading and the crystal card came up with this exact clarifier. So if this was your reading, go and watch the full moon in Scorpio reading and see if it aligns the same, because this is a double message for somebody. Actually, this is a quadruple message because it's the two same cards. That's big. That's big. Big, 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 big. If you're resisting this at all, stop. Especially if you go back and watch that and if it aligns with you, for sure. But this is a quest for knowledge. You're like learning about the crystals. And what are you learning? Crystals. It's really, that's it. Play with them. Hold them. They speak to you. They can speak to you. You can tap into their vibration and like uncode the wisdom that's been solidified in their vibration. The set in stone vibration. Yeah. And events are going to occur with great speed this month. And it's going to be a great month for you. And you might find that there's some crystals that are helping you with the general messages about time and about embracing the habit of love instead of the habit of fear too. Just a little extra on there for you. My ascending in Geminis. All right. That's all I got for you. Namaste. Thanks so much for joining. Have a good month. last but not least. All right, so you got no Gemini in any of the planets, and it's not in your ascending sign. You have background Gemini energy, which means in general, everywhere in your life, you're imaginative, you're adaptable, you're clever, you're witty, you're energetic, but there's no specific focus on that anywhere in your vibration, anywhere in your influence or expression. So let's see what the angels want to say to you about this month. Vacuum away fear. Yes. Remember, for the general reading, we got the card, I heal the habit of fear, and I embrace the habit of love. We're going to vacuum away the fear because for you, this is extra intense. Call upon Archangels Michael and Raphael to lift fear-based energy from you, your surroundings, this situation, and everyone involved, meaning everything in your life. Vacuum away fear. Yeah, really allow yourself to go through this process. I would go into a visualization. If you need a guided one, you might be able to search it. I got the hit to do a recording of this, so watch for me to release that. If you just subscribe to or follow the channel, YouTube or Facebook or Twitch, hi Twitch, you can find when if and when I post it. I don't know if and when I will, but it's come up twice, so probably will. And sorry, I've never noticed that he's holding that, and this came up as a sign for me this month. I forget what it's called, but the little medicine symbol. All right, let's see what the clarifier is. O M to the G. So, in the in the full moon Scorpio reading, I had this card come up. And the clarifier was this exact card. And I drew these cards separately. I drew the angel therapy cards first. And then I drew the clarifiers. And the last one for the ascending that I just did, the same thing just happened. It was the same crystal. It was the same angel therapy card. And it was the same clarifier. So go ahead and watch that. If this event in Scorpio is happening in your third house, this is like, oh my gosh, you need to clear away your fear. It's causing you sleepless nights. It's causing you obsessive worry and sorrow. You need to get out of these patterns. No. Whew, we're healing the habit of fear. We're embracing the habit of love. This is not serving you. Okay? If you can't sleep at night, do a visualization. I hope I offer it, but if I don't, all you have to do is close your eyes and visualize spirit beings, whatever they mean to you. You can visualize the angels. Archangel Michael is blue and Archangel Raphael is green, and they have these big vacuums, and they're just gonna suck away any of the fear in your body. Okay, so like if you can't sleep at night, just like pull them and be like, okay, angels, please vacuum my body from fear so that I can sleep, and just let the process happen. Okay, I hope I do. I know I will. I think I will. I don't know. I'll let you guys know if I do. Okay? Yeah. Okay. I think that's it. Background in Geminis. Vacuum away your fear, okay? It's time. It's like it feels like it's just present everywhere in your life. Like it's just, it's holding you back. Release it. Let it go. Time to let it go. Okay. That's all I got for you, background in Geminis, and that's all I have for all of us. This is the end of the reading. I thank you guys so much for being here. I know you're not still here, but that's okay. I love you anyway. And as always, namaste. The universal light within me salutes and honors the universal light within you. Namaste.